And we are back with another podcast, February 24th, 2021. And I think we have an exciting topic today. But of course, we got to do the roll call. We got the boy Rello.
What's up? What's up?
We got Mos.
What's
and
up?
We got that boy Low. And to start this off, we're going to do another segment of find.
Sorry. Hey, don't ever speak on my name like that, yo. Look, we already figured out you was a rat, so stay in your place.
Whoa.
But we're gonna do another segment of because it's Black History Month. We're gonna do people in history that inspired us or who are influential to us. So who wants to go first? I'll go. All right, you got that, Rello? Go ahead, brother. You got that.
I'll go first. So I did Barry Jenkins. That's what I want to talk about. Because I remember when Moonlight came out, right? Because it came out what, like 2016.
Well, hold on. Let the people know who Barry Jenkins is.
Barry Jenkins is the man who directed Moonlight.
Okay.
Spotlight.
If I'm correct, he directed it and he wrote it. Yeah. And so, I wanted to talk about him because I remember when Moonlight had first came out, and when it came out, like I said, I think that was like 2016, right? And I had recently came out, so like I was still, like trying to be out and proud, and watching Moonlight. I don't know, like it was like the first LGBT movie that I actually personally had seen, and just like seeing it, just like it was basically the reason why I wanted to continue pursuing film because of stories like that. I don't know, like Moonlight was it was an amazing movie. And he's also like it was a Black queer movie, which is not necessarily something that people see a lot because like we all know like Call Me by Your Name, Brokeback Mountain, stuff like that. But Moonlight was like the first, like not saying it was the first, but in my time, it was the first Black queer movie that made it onto the mainstream. I should say that made it out to mainstream, and that did successful. Like that was also very successful. So, to that regard, I really think that was an incredible thing that a Black man was able to accomplish, and it gives me a lot of what's the word? Like it gives me a lot of motivation. There we go. It gives me a lot of motivation to continue working in the field that I'm trying to work in because I know if he can do it, then I can do it.
Okay. Who want that next?
I can go. The person I picked, his name is Richard Wright, and Richard Wright was an author. Back in like the times of the civil rights movement. Let's just say like 1940s and 1960s. That's when he was really like popular or really popping for real. And he wrote a lot of novels and stuff. And he was really pro like, what's the word? Self-realization. So like pro Black and stuff like that. And he wasn't a fan of like assimilation or adaptation where you had to give up your rights or just adapt to what life was back then. He was really for like just advocating for yourself and advocating for your rights. And he wrote a lot of famous books like Native Son and Black Boy. And I read Black Boy last semester in one of my classes, and it was just really powerful, bro. It gave me a different perspective because I felt like he was one of those artists who wasn't afraid of what to say, no matter what. Like, of course, during those times, you had to watch what you said because if you said the wrong thing, you could be lynched next week. So,
next 2 minutes.
Exactly right. Next day, a couple hours. You feel what I'm saying? So, I feel like he was one of those artists who didn't really have a filter, and some of the stuff that he said was controversial. I felt like it was just impactful that during that time he was one of those people who just really didn't care. And he just said what he said, and then he was beefing with a couple other, African American artists because they didn't really agree with him or agree with his point of view. But I felt like, he was a very influential author, and I read his book, and it was fire. So
Okay. All right. Let me knock mine out next. So my person is Nick, Pastor Mike Todd. He's the
sir,
lead pastor from Transformation Church in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the reason why I say this is because this past year I've been watching a lot of his content. He has a phenomenal series called Relationship Goals on YouTube, and it is really eye opening and transformational, and it has a lot of good stuff, and he talks about a lot of good things, obviously with God and stuff like that. But just like in general, it just helped me a lot with my growth, and he's just phenomenal. He really is, and so I really can't say too much about him. I mean, if you ever want to check him out, go check him out. But I definitely recommend him for sure. I would definitely
yeah.
recommend him.
And Mike Todd, he's one of those people that are like, he's one of those pastors that are like, he'll still be able to find a way to connect with the people who are like social media heavy, like people around our age group. And I feel like that's really one big thing about him.
Exactly. He's good. So Lo?
Look.
Stop fucking around. All right, so y'all know I had it was hard for me to come up with the person on the spot, but I thought about it, and recently, I mean overall throughout my life, but recently, I have to say Eddie Murphy. He came to my head because I mean he's made us all laugh, throughout our childhood, even up to now. I mean, the Nutty Professor, Shrek.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't never seen the whole entire movie of the Nutty Professor.
But I've seen parts of it. It's funny.
I've seen parts of it,
but
Coming to America was stupid.
Yes. Yes. And recently I've become a lot more interested in black entertainment and black films and stuff like that. I actually have a book on it, and there's plenty of movies I plan on watching. And if anybody has any suggestions in here, of course I'll take those down too.
I do have a suggestion. I can't remember the name of the show. I cannot remember the name of the show, but my parents, I think it's Unsung.
Oh yeah. I watched that too. That's really good.
Because Unsung, I was gonna say that's a lot of good black, and like it talks about a lot of like people that we know. It's a good show.
Yeah. But sometimes I'll watch comedians and I don't really laugh a lot. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the comedy is kind of, I don't want to say stale, but
dry. It's okay.
Yeah, dry. Yeah,
bland.
Just dry.
It's okay.
But there's just something that can't be replaced when you watch a black entertainer or a black comedian. Like there's something about it. Maybe just because we're all more relatable. It's hard to pinpoint it, but Eddie Murphy is just one of those people that always makes me laugh. I love watching his stand-up comedy. When he did that, and then he was on SNL, plus his movies. Like he's just always made me laugh, and he's had a big influence on on my life. I mean, I like to laugh. I like to enjoy myself. So I like watching his shit a lot. There's only so much I can say about it, but I mean, he's a very important part of the black community as a comedian. He represents us out there. But I mean, there's plenty of black comedians I can name. He's just the first one that came to my mind. I mean, Richard Pryor, Kevin Hart. There's plenty of people. Kevin Hart's really good, and we all know that. So, but yeah, that's why Murphy.
I definitely feel that. I think that when you saying like it's something different, I think what's different about it is because like I think when it comes to us as black people, we see it as like we know where they're coming from. Like you
Mm.
said, it's like more related. It's more relatable. Like they turn stuff that's like they turn like family instances like us, like arguing with parents and stuff like that. They turn that into like something funny.
Yeah.
And I think it's because like a lot of black households kind of go through the same thing sometimes. Not every black household, but like
Most of
some of
them.
the right, you know what I'm saying? Like they go through like some of the stereotypical stuff in a black household that a lot of comedians uh will turn around and make it like funny. And I think because to me that's what I always liked about black comedians because it's kind of like I can tell where they're coming from. I can
Right.
visualize that. A white comedian, they be like, yeah, we was living in this type of home. Da 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 da. I'm like, how though? Like that don't really sound funny.
Bro,
Right.
and I'm gonna say like, I mean, I ain't speak for everybody, but I'm gonna say personally, like, I do like looking into comedians and like different comedians. I'm not just gonna sit here and say that all black comedians are funny. That's not
No.
that's
No.
not what I'm
No.
saying because I know
Mm-mm.
some dudes who aren't funny. Um, but like I do watch a lot of comedy and stuff like that. I watch who do I watch? Dave Chappelle. I absolutely
Yes.
love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is in my opinion, the GOAT of comedians. I love Dave
Mm.
Chappelle. Kevin Hart is really good. Cat
Yes.
Williams, he's cool.
Yes.
In my
I find
opinion, I
it.
Cat
think
Williams
Cat
is
Williams is
cool.
cool.
I don't even mess with him like that.
Eddie Murphy, I think his stuff would have been funnier if we were in his time. But
Yeah, he was
he's
really good in
Yeah.
his
Some of
prime.
them. Yeah.
Really good in his
When he
prime.
had that red jumpsuit.
Hey,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
hey.
Chris Tucker hilarious. Chris
Yes.
Tucker is absolutely
Chris Tucker is
I
hilarious.
just
funny.
watched this shit not too long ago too.
Chris Rock is pretty cool. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. But I'm not just gonna sit here and say, oh, they're only. I mean, only black comedians are funny because that's not true. But they, we got numbers. That's all I'm gonna say. We got
Like
numbers.
personally, I was just curious one day, right? I put on a Jerry Seinfeld
Mm-mm.
stand up, and
Mm-mm.
because he's like the top paid comedian, so I'm like, well, his shit has to be funny, right?
Shit, trash.
Mm-mm.
Right? Like I watched that shit and I was like, yeah, bro, I just
He is not funny.
it doesn't appeal to me. But
He's
like I could watch any of those black comedians you just named off the list and laugh my ass off. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just not relatable to me. Like I just don't prefer him. I mean, obviously, a lot of people must, and I mean, obviously, his show helped him out, but it's just not for me.
But Bobby Shmurda came out.
Oh shit, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Shmurda
Whoa.
free, and so it's gonna be a hot boy summer.
Yo,
It's gonna be a hot boy summer. I'm just putting that out there. Spread the word. Spread the word. But so we're gonna get into the beef of the podcast. We're gonna get to the main course. We
Harvey's.
got the meats. So originally the topic was gonna be one thing. Then I was on YouTube, and then I had to completely switch it up because of what I saw. And so basically, it's gonna be we're talking about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. And so basically, Lori Harvey has dated, what was it, 8 men, Nick? Or was it?
Like
Shoot, we
7.
can just name them now,
Give
bro.
them the name. Give them names.
The list. We're gonna start. So she dated Akon's brother.
Okay.
Right, his name is Boo. They call him
Okay.
Boo Con. Dated Future, of course.
what they call him? What?
Call him Boo. Like, she dated Future. She dated Diddy's son, Justin Combs. She dated Diddy. She dated Trey Songz, a NASCAR driver, Lewis Hamilton, and then someone named Memphis Depay, a Dutch football player. Yeah.
So she dated 7 dudes, right? And so,
Yeah, that's just public ones.
that's just the public dudes, right? And we're we're just, I don't like to assume, but let's just say, like, for the sake of the argument, that she smashed them all, right? So she smashed 7 dudes, right? And that's public relationship. We don't know what she did, in her private life, okay? And so there's that. So Michael B. Jordan comes along and he's with her, they're dating for a while, and then he's like, yo, babe, I love you. Are they married or are they trying to get married? I think
No, I think they're trying. They're gonna try.
they're trying to get married. Okay.
Yeah, they're dating right now, but if it keeps on going, he's gonna try and wife her up.
Okay, and so Boosie is on. He's on Vlad TV. He's talking, and he's talking about how basically Michael B. Jordan is a simp because he's wifing Lori Harvey, and she has this history, right? And so I just want to know what you guys think, because Boosie's like, listen, I wouldn't wife her up, but I would knock her down because she looks good. But so what do y'all?
Which is so contradictory, because
let me know. Run your mouth. Talk to me.
It's hypocritical because like you just said, he was like, I ain't gonna wife her up, but like I ain't gonna knock her down. Like, bro, you can't say that then. Like,
but why can't
he? It's that double. I feel like it's that double standard. I don't know, because like me personally, right? I feel like, who cares how many bodies she has? That's me personally. I understand the stigma about having multiple bodies coming from a person who has multiple bodies. But no, because I'm getting somewhere with this. Like,
all right,
you just want to let your business out there. You just want to let everybody know.
No. I'm putting it out there.
We'll put your Instagram app in the description, yo.
Whoa, no,
hit him up.
What I'm getting at is that like people don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think like people don't care about the numbers, if you ask me. I think it's more so just about the personality. Now, when it comes to that, yes, she has had 7 different partners that we have know of. The question to me is more so, how did these relationships fail? Like, is it because of you or is it because of them? Because then that's when we start talking about like he's simping. Because let's say all 7 of them, let's say there's a Stop Him versus the World scenario, and she done dumped all of them. Then what? So now he over here, he really is simping, knowing that eventually she won't dump him. But if that wasn't the case and they dumped her, then maybe this time around it's something different. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't think that it. I don't really think it's about the body count, if you ask me. I don't think that's what it should be about.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hear me out.
Talk to me.
First of all, I already don't like Boosie.
Really?
This man be talking about other people's lives all the time, bro. I don't like that.
That's so true, though,
bro. I mean, when you hit, I don't want to say he had a one hit wonder, but when you come from, it's Boosie badass. Like, that's it. Like, you ain't. You ain't got nothing else to do. I mean, you can troll. He's trolling.
I don't think I like him.
Talking about Boosie is a whole different topic, yo. Because I don't like him either.
Because that's not the first time he talked about somebody's life that had nothing to do with him. Man's kid. I forgot who it was.
Dwayne Wade's daughter.
Yes, it had nothing to do with him, bro. That's not your kid or your family. Like, what do you? Anyways, I mean I don't know her personally, but in my opinion, it doesn't matter because any person will change for the right one.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I do.
I do. If she's, because she could have been acting completely different in the other relationships, but because it's somebody that she feels a specific connection with, she might be willing to take the relationship more serious. You never know. It's not like all 7 of them act the exact same. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what happened in those relationships. You really don't. Either way, in my opinion, it really doesn't matter because she's with him at the end of the day. if they get married, they get married. You know what I'm saying? Those were, it's not like it'd be one thing if she dated all of them like at the same time.
Yeah.
Like if there was cheating and a bunch of other bullshit going on, that's one thing.
But I believe it was the fact that it was a short amount of time.
I mean,
Okay,
if she broke
but
up with
even
one dude and
then,
went on to the next, that's her business. I mean, at the end of the day, if she's gonna be with him the rest of their life, I mean, she's with him regardless. Those past dudes really don't mean nothing if he's the one married to her. And that's how I feel.
I think, bruh, for me, bruh, I wouldn't even want to pursue a relationship with her simply for one thing. And that's because she dated a father and a son, which is kind of grimy in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like, even though they're two different people, but they're literally in the same family. That's like my girlfriend breaking up with me and dating my dad. Like what? I'm sorry. Like, I can't go for that. And I mean, like, body count really don't matter because at the end of the day, like y'all saying, like that doesn't make the person. And then she could have been a different person, but she's still like, for me, like she dated in the same family. Like I'm not cool with that.
Here's how I feel about that though. They're both grown men.
Yeah, but she's a grown woman too, and she made that decision to date in the family.
Yo, if whichever way it went, if that's your son, then he should have respected the fact that you dated her, and if that's your dad, you should have. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so you're gonna put it on them?
I mean, I'm saying if we're gonna put it on her, why can't we put it on them too? They're in their little family. They have to deal with that.
But like, if you look at it though, right? If you look at it, I mean, obviously, Lori Harvey is she's a bad John. But like now, if you look at it, do you really think it was like it was based relationship, or was it based sexually?
I don't know.
Because it's two different things. If like one, like he wanted to get into a relationship with her, or one he wanted to just knock her down. There's two.
I think you talk about Michael B. Jordan or just them.
Them Diddy and his son.
That's a good question. I don't know. We really don't know.
Then that really changes the. You know what I'm saying, like. Because if it'd be one thing if my man's like got in a relationship with my girl and he was really feeling my girl, because then not my girl, but my ex, not my girl, no.
Yeah, right.
He was really feeling my girl, because then I'd be like, yo, so you had eyes for my girl the entire time. But like, if you wanted to smash, then that's like I mean, it's going. I mean,
either way, he was looking at your girl before y'all broke up, so that's still grimy either way.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in that situation, they both grimy, and I guess like look, we can put the blame on both Lori and the Combs family, but like what it does for me, it speaks to both of their moral values, especially for if I'm trying to date Lori, right? And I've seen that she's dated people in the same family. That just shows that like there's no boundary that she can't cross. You know what I'm saying? That's a family boundary. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's kind of crazy. Like if you date my dad and you date me, I'm sorry. Like I can't do it.
But again, so you're gonna be mad at your dad too? Because your dad should
respect. No, I'm gonna be my dad. I'm gonna be mad at my dad because if she can't respect that boundary, why can't you? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just her.
Personally, I'd feel more angry at my dad or my son for not respecting that, we had a thing in the past versus the chick. We're not together anymore, but you're my family.
Okay.
You're like, if somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody in this group were to date somebody's ex, it's like, yo, you should have respected that boundary. You're my bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same thing for them. Like,
because you don't expect the girl to do it. It's an expectation of your boy or family.
Because y'all still have a connection afterwards. It's like, regardless of whatever she means to me after the fact, you're my bro, my son, my child, my father, my family in some sort of sense. I expect you to respect what I had with her and not do that. She doesn't even play a factor in it. It's just that me and you have a specific connection that I expect that standard, period. So I personally, I'm not saying that's not crazy of her, but I see it even more as a family issue between them. And they might not even hold that standard. That's just how I feel. They might not even have that standard between the two of them.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, they could have talked about it and been like, "Hey, fuck it," it's all you. You never know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Some tag team
I
WWE
feel
shit.
I feel like it was more like, I don't know who dated who first, but I
It was
feel
the
like
son. The son dated her
the
first.
son of date. I feel like the dad was just like, "Hey son, I'm gonna just knock her down real quick. That's it. So I'm gonna just do that real quick." And he was like, "All right, dad, do you?" I
All right.
really feel like that's what it was. I really
So
do.
I mean, even if it was that, it's like, that's not her fault. At least
Yeah,
not the way I see it.
to me, bro, it speaks to that moral values. Like she knew that's his dad, and she made that decision to still do it. And I mean, yeah, she's a grown ass woman, but like, still, like, that speaks to your moral values, bro. Like that's me. That's the same thing as me, fucking my girlfriend's mom. Like what? I mean, I did it.
Now that's just wild.
Exactly, like, what I'm saying, like,
That's
I
just
okay,
wild.
cool, God, yeah, oh well, he fucked her mom. Wow. But like, like, that speaks, that's you not having no morals or no values. And then
But
if I tell a girl I'm about to I'm like trying to date, what I'm saying, that I fucked my ex-girlfriend's mom, what is she gonna think of me?
first of all, y'all aren't in a relationship anymore. Why does it matter what she think of you? Second, why do you have to have morals for somebody else's family?
I mean, it's not you having morals for somebody else's family. It's you respecting that boundary, bro.
Because the roles were reversed, bro, and you running through the family, then like,
Well, that's for you to talk with your family. If they were cool with it, then they cool with it.
I mean, yeah,
but like, I'm
it's
just saying, like, because if it was the man that did that, we would catch fire. But it's okay if she do it.
Hey, if the two women talked about it, woman to woman, and they had their own little thing going on, and they decided like, hey, it's cool if you date or mess with whoever, that's between them.
So, all right, let me ask you this question, right? So, if a girl come up to you, right, and she said that she fucked her ex-boyfriend's best friend, would you date her?
Nah, bro, you
He
tweaking.
fucked her.
So her boyfriend, right? She had a boyfriend. She cheated on him with his best friend. They broke up, right? And she
Yeah,
came to you and told you that. Would you date her?
Oh, bro.
I would, because I know my man's a solid, yo. And as soon as y'all do that stuff in here, I have an issue with that.
Why, yo?
What she did at her past has nothing to do with that, but I know y'all wouldn't do some shit like that.
But she,
So
made,
why I have to worry
but what you're doing, right? You're like, okay, but then like, she made a move on one of us, and even when we did dub her, and she made a move on one of us, you okay with
Now,
that?
if she made a move on y'all, that's one thing. It's like, all right, well then, I'll move on. Oh well, but I know that y'all not gonna take it any further than that.
I mean, of course we not.
We're
but like,
not.
why
But
put
what?
Right.
Right?
So
Why would you even waste your time?
we have that understanding. So why do I have to worry about it?
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
some people really be doing their man sneaky, but we have that moral understanding. So the fuck do I have to worry about? If we break up, we broke up.
That's like that's like getting a dog, and the previous owner's like, he might bite you when you're sleeping. So you're like, okay, that's fine.
But that's still your dog, though.
But I'm saying, all right, let me get into my. So the reason why, like, I'm kind of on the fence about this is because, like, from my personal experience, it's like, you gotta look at people's patterns. You really have to pay attention to their patterns. Like, so for Lori Harvey, it's like, okay, yeah, let's not even say that, she smashed 7 dudes, all right, or however many. Let's forget that. It's the reasoning why she was bouncing from relationship to relationship to relationship.
Uh-huh.
Now, I really don't believe that she just happened to pick 7 different bad guys. I really can't even say like every single guy was in the wrong. So now we have to go into, well, what does she do? Why is she bouncing from relationship to relationship to relationship? And let's bring back the dudes like smashing in the relationships. Why is she allowing dudes to smash? Why is she allowing 7 different dudes to smash?
Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of the shit we're talking about is skeptical. We don't know what happened. Number one.
But let's just
Number
say
two,
hypothetically, though.
Hypothetically, I mean, she's in control of herself. If she chose to do that, she chose to do that.
That's really what it comes down to. Like, if she chose to like smash 7 different guys within a short time span, that's her right. You know, she's a grown ass woman, but like,
That's
but
her.
the deeper thing is like why, you know, like why she wanted to bounce around like from different relationships. If it was like if something happened with her, or if it's like if she's just picking like shitty guys, but we don't know that, you know.
Hey, yo, men bounce around all the time, so we gonna get on Future for doing that too, because he got children with him.
Yeah.
Future not married though, right?
No.
Well, we know.
And neither is she.
We know he old though. We know Future old. But that's not the thing. No. That's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying. Because we know that, all right? Laura Harvey wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? She do what she want. But the
8
thing,
kids.
But listen, okay. But the thing about it is that it's now she's going into commitment. Because it'd be one thing if she was just like, you know, she did that. And okay, all right, she did that. But now she's in a committed relationship. And marriage, the marriage is popping up as like, you know. So now we're questioning her commitment. That's the question.
Okay.
So because of the things she did in her past, she's not allowed to have any committed sort of relationship.
I'm not saying she's not allowed. But I'm really saying, like, on Michael B. Jordan's part, is that really a smart idea?
I mean, it's he can do it, honestly. At the end of the day, it was the same situation before she dated the last guy she dated before Michael B. Jordan, you know, before number 6, you feel what I'm saying? It was the exact same situation. And I mean, even though they were still in a committed relationship before, you know, Michael, you know what I'm saying? Like, the relationship just didn't work out. But you can marry somebody based off, regardless of, you know, who they dated, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how many people they had sex with or who they dated in the past. But I mean, it's just up to that person, I guess.
Okay, so let me tell you my personal experience, right? Never wife a thotty. Just don't do it. just don't do it. I agree with Boosie on that one. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Cause there's too much that comes with it, bro. There's like too much that comes. It's just because in order to be a thotty, you have to act a certain way around dudes, right? You got to be really, 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 really friendly. Okay, that's just who you are, right? I'm getting deep. I'm getting real deep. I am. And so, like, that's just who you are. And it's like, if you in a relationship, do you really want your girl hanging around dudes all the time, hanging one-on-one with dudes? How would y'all feel if y'all girl was in a car with a dude one-on-one? Let's be real here.
Is it a random dude or is it like, is it a friend she known for a long time?
Let's just say it's a new friend.
Oh. I mean, listen. All it comes down to is security. You know what I'm saying?
Don't give me that.
As long as I'm secure about my relationship, then yeah. But like me right now, bruh, personally, me right now, bruh, I'm gonna have to say no. That shit would make me very uncomfortable.
Okay. Any objections?
If I'm secure about my relationship, that had nothing to do with me.
So
because then you're starting to put worries into your own head about shit that probably not even that serious.
Yeah, that's true.
So you be cool if your girl just hung out with another dude one-on-one in the car.
If I was secure about my relationship, then I really wouldn't.
Man, y'all some busters for real.
What about you, Terrell?
I mean, I'm kind of a little low. I mean, like it really comes down
Oh
to your trust.
my gosh.
It really comes. I
Bro,
mean, I
on top of
understand. I
that,
understand. I understand why you would think you shouldn't. But if you're really, if you and your partner are really like strong together, like I mean, because I've done. I'm not saying I've done it, but
Huh?
Who?
no. Like
yo,
what I'm trying to say is I've hung out with people who's been in relationships who's like me and my one friend, me and my
What?
one friend,
Hung
me and my
out?
one friend hang out one on one, and he's in a relationship. Like
So y'all, you haven't made a move.
I mean, okay, no, no,
Yo!
no, 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 because I
and
gotta
see, that's
explain.
not just
No,
something
Yo!
no,
John's
no, no,
fault
no,
though.
no, no,
That's
no, no.
not that's not wrong.
I gotta explain. I gotta explain. Me and my friend. Let me explain real fast. Me and my friend, we met through grinding. So automatically, when we met, there was
Yo!
already that tension. So, and yes, we have messed around. Ever since we've messed around, and then he's gotten into a relationship. After that, me and him have hung out one on one multiple times. And he knows that he can do that because he's sturdy in his relationship.
Yeah.
No, I have not made a move on my friend ever since he's been in a
Bro,
relationship.
you hesitated a little bit there, buddy.
No, because I had to explain. I was trying to think about how to explain the whole thing because I was missing out the part of me saying that me and him have messed around. But since he has been in a relationship, me and him have hung out multiple times, one on one, and I'm saying that that is fully
Oh
possible as long as you have that communication with your partner. So I'm
yeah.
saying it's possible. That's what I'm saying. I agree with Low.
And on
Okay.
top of that, we're still young.
Oh yeah, that's true. How old is
Most
Lori?
people mature out of certain things at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? Like our experiences are only dealing with people our age. You know, if we were 26, 27, I'm not saying that people don't do that at that age. I'm saying you're more likely to find somebody more mature.
Oh yeah,
So,
Lori's only
huh?
she's only 24, so you're right.
So at
Only
her age right now,
24?
It's
24
not
is
that.
not that old. We're not that
That's
far
still.
from
I'm
24.
gonna say, yeah, that's
It's
still
like
kind of young.
You realize that, right?
7? And she's only 24?
that's only 7 public relationships though. Like, I mean,
There could be
That's not.
more.
That's not. That's not bad if you ask me. If you're
I mean,
saying that she's only been in 7 relationships up until the point of her being 24, that's
yeah.
not
But this
necessarily
what
a bad
this
thing.
this
How
wasn't like how am I trying to say this? Like this wasn't like her little high school relationships. Like this is when she's out of high school.
I mean, okay. So then let me shift the focus. Then let me shift the focus onto a different person. What about Ariana Grande? Because she was supposed to been married. She was supposed to marry Pete Davidson and called that off. And now she's married to some. She's about to get married to somebody else. She's been
Mm.
with Pete Davidson. This
But
dude.
hers are spread out. That's the thing.
I
I
mean,
mean,
she started dating this other guy kind of quick. Or
you can
she not that she started dating him kind of quick. She got married to him kind of quick. If you ask me.
Oh, they're
So
already married?
they're fiancés. But they
engage.
was only, but yeah, they're engaged. But like they was only dating for a few months.
I mean, you only need about 3 months to realize if you got to marry somebody. You
Hey,
really
bro. I
only
mean,
need 3 months.
That
I don't know
depends.
about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
I
They
mean,
say that
like be real, but like I
I
don't know.
need at least a year.
From my experience, it's like because y'all know me, I get tired of stuff real quick. So I mean, like,
At least you honest, yeah.
so that once that 3 month time period hit, I'm a no. I'm a no. Once 3 months hits, I just know like what's up. Like
some
if you can maintain my attention for 3 months, you got me. You're good.
some people are just different from us. And on top of that, like I said, we're only talking about experiences from being 20 and 121-year-old who just turned 21. So, we might not be like this when we're 26, 27. You never know. I know I've matured over the years just in these 20 years. So, another 7 to 10 years, I could change again.
But it's that is true, bro. But I mean, like, if you bouncing from, like I said, bro, you bouncing from relationship to relationship to relationship in such a short amount of time. When are you like? You're not really like taking that time out to like figure stuff out. Like you just on go mode. Like, all right, this one's done. On to the next.
I
She
mean,
picked Future. But let's be real here. She picked Future. That's the bad one out the litter. Come on now. She picked
If it was
Future.
on hold, I'd probably talk to her. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
And she fell for it.
Can you blame her if he's a smooth talker?
that man is the thought slayer.
Bro.
8 baby mamas by 8 different children, and all 8 of them fell for him.
Let him
So
hit
you
him.
really gonna blame the women and not the man?
They
Let him.
they stupid. Yo. Whose fault is that?
So-
listen. And that's what Boosie was saying though. That's what Boosie was saying.
Now he's trying to come out the cut with all this new evidence.
Whose
Hey, bro,
fault is
listen,
that? Whose
Keeping it
fault is
real,
that?
yo. Boosie got 7 baby mamas, and he want to talk about Lori Harvey.
Boosie wants to talk about everything. And don't want to look at
Okay.
himself.
But he's the one that finessed all that. What's the issue?
So
He got
that's them. So what's the issue?
no. She ain't
You, you're pinpointing two double standards right now, yo.
No. Because it's a difference. It's a difference, bro.
What's the difference?
Because the dude got to work for that. The dude got to work for that.
What?
It's a difference. It's a
Future
smooth
has
difference.
money, and that's all he fucking needs.
Huh?
Future has money, and that's all he needs. What the hell did he have to work for to get 8 baby mamas?
Bro, it has nothing to do with money, bro. It really has nothing to do with money.
So you saying you could do it?
Shoot, I mean, I could
Hey, yo.
spit game now if I needed to.
What I'm saying is, so if
So you're
Future
saying they only fell for Future for their for his money? Now that's really shallow if you ask me.
I mean, not only for his money, but you know, money played a part in it, bro.
let's be honest, they fucking really rich, big guy.
All right. So if Lori Harvey fell for Future because of the money, Michael B. Jordan, one of the hottest black actors right now.
I mean,
Hmm.
but
He's a grown man. He made his own decision.
I mean, listen. Of course, money plays a
So
part
she
into
with
it.
him for him?
I mean, yeah, I would say so.
Are we sure? Because she did mess with Diddy, and Diddy got money.
I mean, of course, like, bruh, money's gonna play a part into it if they got over if they net worth over $1 million, bruh. You going to think about the money at least once. You can't say that. You can't just like not say you're gonna not.
Doesn't she have her own money?
I mean, exactly. She has her own money, so like it's not like that's her main priority. So like
But
she's
Yeah,
probably
she has her own
Bro,
money, but do she got
back
Diddy
to-
money?
bro. I know you didn't just say that.
What did
Yes,
Rella
I
just
did.
say?
Said, yeah, I'm in my bag, but I'm in his bag too.
Oh, she definitely in his bag. Bro, she has money, but does she have Future money? Does she have Diddy money? Does she have Michael B. Jordan money?
All right, but now I get what Nick is. I'm saying she still got her own money though. She really don't need them like that.
I was about to say, if
When
she
it
got
comes to
enough money to take
money-wise.
care of herself, why does she need more?
I mean,
The girl can take her own trips if she wants to, whenever
yeah,
she wants.
it's not that she needs more. I mean, all I'm saying is that like she's gonna think about the money and the who the person is, of course, because she's not gonna want to date a broke bum. Like she doesn't want to take care of somebody the entire time. She doesn't want to rely on only her money. Of course, she must have somebody who's like her financial or personal equal. So
Right. So I don't really see the issue with.
But,
Fuck it.
bruh, the thing, what I'm saying is, bruh, what I'm saying, it's a difference between the money that she got and the money that them other dudes got. It's a difference. Because just because you're a celebrity don't mean your money is equal to everybody.
That's true, but she's also not broke.
I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't broke. Like even, bro, Dave Chappelle said this the other day. He was like, not the other day, but he said this. He was like, I got money, but not Jay-Z money. Like, it's a difference. Like, she has money, but she can mess with somebody who has more money.
It's levels to the shit.
Huh?
I said it's levels to the shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and your point is about the money?
I'm just saying, like, let's be real. That could have played a factor in her decision for the relationships that she was in.
But they were such a short amount of time. I mean, it's not like they were just gonna give her whatever.
I don't know what they did, but that's not the main thing though. That's not the main thing. The main thing is like the fact that she's bouncing from relationship to relationship to relationship is like a warning. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. It really is.
Okay.
I feel like you should definitely look at that. Because you can't just neglect it. You can't just neglect. Oh, I don't care how many partners you have. That plays a factor, bro.
I can agree with that.
Because at the end of the day, you really have to protect yourself. It's not about judging them. It's about protecting you. Do you?
Yeah, it's your
do you want
choice.
to go in? Yes. Do you want to go into that situation knowing that happened?
That is true, nah. I feel you.
And
But
Boosie saying you don't even want to deal with that. You don't even want to talk about marriage and all. You don't even want to deal with all that. You don't even want to put your feelings and you don't want to invest your time and energy and effort into that. So regardless if Boosie has all these baby mamas or not, he's not tied down to them. Only way he's tied to them is the fact that he has a kid. And he has money, so this is our child support.
If he's not tied down to them, she's not tied down to the other guy she's dated too. So I just don't see the issue.
So you don't
Like,
believe that's a warning sign?
He's a grown ass man, and he made his own decision.
all right, so low. If you feel all right, so say your name instead of your name being Angelo, we're gonna call you Angela, right? You know what I'm saying? And you're a girl, right? Boosie walk up to you saying, "What's good? Let's go on a date."
Boosie, anyway.
Listen. Let's just say you got a couple drinks on you and he look cute, right? Boosie said, "Let's go on a date." And you already know who Boosie is. You know he got 7 baby mamas, you feel what I'm saying? Is that gonna be a red flag or a warning sign to you?
Okay, I see where he went there. I see.
Say it again.
But listen,
Boosie isn't trying to get into a relationship with me.
what if he say he is?
When I got drinks in me,
you got enough drinks to make him look cute for you to consider.
Look, who's saying he ugly?
Look, huh?
This Boosie badass. But it's really just like I don't know, bro. Basically, what Boosie's saying is never wife a thotty. That's really what he's saying. I mean, you could flip it. You could be like, well, Future was a thotty or Boosie was a thotty. Well, they proudly admit that. They do. They are proudly admit that. But you don't see them trying to hop into a marriage. You don't.
I would say don't wife a thought if they're still a thought. You know, if they haven't changed their thought ways.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
The thing is,
other girls, you know, don't wife them.
How do you know that they're not in their thought ways anymore?
The maturity will show itself.
Really?
I do believe so.
See,
maturity will show itself.
The thing is, I thought that too.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say once a thought, always a thought, but you're gonna have to do a lot to get rid of them thought ways. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do. Don't fool yourself saying, "Oh yeah, she's a thought, but she gonna change for me." don't fool yourself.
Oh yeah. Don't go in a relationship knowing that like she was starting last week. I'm sorry.
And that's
Don't.
what he's getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Like don't believe that she's gonna change for you. Why do you think that?
Okay, I see it. I can't agree with that.
And so a question I got for y'all, this is a random question, but like, do y'all think people are meant to be side chicks or side dudes?
Are you saying like the role is meant to be there?
For that person. Like some people are just destined to never have a
Oh,
relationship.
oh
Just be,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I would say yes and no. Like some people don't know how to have relationships. So of course that's all they're gonna do. But I definitely feel like there's definitely, someone out there for everybody. And they can be a side chick or a side nigga. They can be a main chick or a main nigga. So
Bro, what you think?
I do believe that the role is there for a purpose. Do I believe that the role should be there? No, because playing the side role is not fun.
yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is though, do you think people are meant to be like? There's some people in this world who are literally
That just
meant to be
just
the
meant to
side.
play
Yes,
just meant to play the side role.
They're not meant. They're not built cut out to be a main.
Well, see, okay. But see, when it comes to that, I feel like that's on you.
That did not answer his question.
No, but no, yo, because I am trying to answer the question.
You
Because I
saying
feel like that's on
the person that so you do think that there's people like out there like
I do think that there are people out there. Yes, I would say I do think there's people out there that will just play the side role. But I think that it's because that there's something wrong with that person that they won't fix in order to be able to play the main role.
Okay.
Like you can't keep saying, and I guess it also depends on the context of who's playing the side role. Like, are they content with playing the side role, or like do they want to be the main? Because if you content with it, what you want to say?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say because if you're content with playing the side role, like that says one thing. That right there to me is a red flag. If you trying to be like, oh, I'm content with playing the side role, but then be like, oh, I want to be the main.
What's
Nah.
What's wrong with that though?
Because if you're content with playing the side role, but then trying to switch up and say that you want to play the main, and then and then somebody tries to make you the main, but then you don't like run with it. Like no.
But I think nah, because that's a philosophy. What is it? What is it? It's red pill philosophy. Some dudes believe that it's like you should never be like get into a relationship. Not never, but like don't immediately get into a relationship. Like just be friends with her and let her do what she wants
that's
because
fine,
you
but
can.
that's not necessarily playing the side role. That's different.
I mean, if first off, I'm not letting my girl smash other dudes, so I'm not. If I don't have that label on, then I mean, if I'm not your man, then I'm the side. That's just how I see it. I ain't gonna be your main side dude. Like that don't even sound right. That don't even make no sense. Like I don't know. I just feel like some people like in a TV show, like an anime or something like that. Like some characters just aren't built to be main characters. They're just not. You know, and like in life, some people just not everybody can be a leader. They can't. It just don't work that way. Not everybody can't be a leader. So I don't believe everybody can be the main. I think there are some people who are meant to be sides. And also it's like it's and what was I gonna say? Wow, I'm having a brain fart. But yeah, some people were just meant to be sides. Oh yeah, I don't believe that there's somebody for everybody in terms of relationships.
Really?
I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that.
Well, okay. See, that's different. Now that I do believe in, I do believe, I do believe. I'm kind of both, right? I do believe that there is somebody out there for everybody. I do believe you can find some form of love, but I do also believe that some people are content with not finding love and being on their own.
Yeah.
Some people are generally cool with that.
I because I don't believe, and I base all this. I don't want to say I base all this, but like there, I feel like there are people who um have better things to do than be in a relationship or be married. So I don't feel like I think everybody has a person, but not relationship wise, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like, there's certain people who were meant to be
Like being best friends or
like,
something like
yes,
that.
exactly. Like, for instance, like Shaq and Kobe. I'm not saying that was Kobe's part. I'm not saying that was Kobe's person, but he was a really important person, you know, and together they were able to complete many things. And maybe you don't, because I feel like people should because I feel like if you're bouncing from relationship to relationship to relationship and they're all failing, right? Maybe you should take a step back from looking for a relationship, and maybe you should look at the bigger picture and see if you can find that person that'll make you just say, I don't even need a relationship. I got this person and we're gonna do great things together. Because in the end of the day, I really feel like finding your purpose and fulfilling your purpose is really going to make you happy. Because a relationship isn't necessarily with another person isn't going to make you happy. It's fulfilling your purpose. And a lot of people, it's marriage and relationship, being in love and all that. But there's also other. That's not the only avenue. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not the only avenue. So, but way off topic. Final thoughts: Lori Harvey, and Michael B. Jordan. What I'm saying is that I don't believe that he's simping per se. For him, I don't believe he is because of who he is. He's Michael B. Jordan, one of the hottest black actors. Oh
Not
my gosh, I
athletes.
can't even speak. Actors in Hollywood, what I'm saying, he's going to be in Black Panther 2. He's doing the dang thing. And I feel like he's confident with who he is. He's doing what he needs to do. And, I don't believe he's simping because I feel like he can handle that. I'm just saying, don't get into a relationship with a thotty if you can't handle the relationship with a thotty because of how she is. Because in order to be a thotty, you got to have certain characteristics. Yeah, you got to have certain characteristics. And it's like, if you want that, because she looks good, you want to knock her down, that's okay. But can you handle being with her is the question. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong because they get in a relationship and they can't handle the fact that she talks to a bunch of dudes or she hangs out with guys one-on-one. Or, what I'm saying? They're not secure with them themselves to be able to handle that type of relationship.
Exactly. I agree with that. I believe, he's secure enough in himself that he can handle that. So I don't, I don't think there's anything wrong with them getting into a relationship because at the end of the day, he's secure in himself. But if if you're insecure about some shit like that, or you have insecurities about shit like that, and you can't handle that, then obviously it's not for you.
The thing I just don't want to see happen to him is like a Will Smith type of deal, and she just ends up in an entanglement. Because I was hurt
found
for
myself
Will.
in an entanglement.
And that's a whole other topic.
But yeah, for me, I mean, you can. I don't think you should, get in a relationship with a current, thought, male or female. You feel what I'm saying? But definitely with the previous one, because I feel like people are definitely able to change their ways. You know what I'm saying? It's just a level of maturity. They may not have been mature back then, but they could, boss up now. So
And like just about maturity, right? Just because you're a thought back in the day doesn't mean you weren't mature. You obviously knew what you was doing.
okay, that's true.
I think it's like when you're finished, you know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, and you think back and you're like,
Hmm.
well, because being a thought comes with its problems as well. Not being a thought, but just being out there. I don't want to say thought, but um, it comes with its problems. Everybody's not going to have that perfect hookup like each and every single time they hook up while being a thought. Like, of course, you're going to have some problematic times, and I think it's like when you come out of it and like how you think to yourself, well, I got myself in this situation. What can I do better next time to make sure, like I don't get myself back in this situation? Or like even just thinking about like, wow, I did a lot of this when I was younger, yada yada yada. What am I gonna do now? You know,
So
just to like going forward,
okay,
you know. Like I feel like as long as you have that in mind at a young like not at a young age, but as long as you have that in mind as you're going through your whole phase, I feel like you'll still come out being a better person, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily know the words I'm trying to use, but I know what I'm trying to say, if it makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Lo, you got anything to add?
No, not really. Everybody already. I mean, I agree with what was said. There's not really much I can think of to add to conversation. It's just that, hey, if you're not secure in yourself that you can't handle it, then don't do it. But if you are and you believe you are, then, hey, by all means, if you're grown, live your life. Do you?
Okay. Okay. Most?
yeah, my bad, but yeah, bro. I mean, like Lil said, if you're grown, you can do what you can do you, but you know what I'm saying? Just follow the signs, you know what I'm saying? Like, like we talked about, if they, you know what I'm saying, if they been in a relationship, see the reason why, see the reason why they did what they did. Um, but at the end of the day, I guess they both of them, if we talking about Lori and Michael B. Jordan, they both grown, you know what I'm saying? We really don't have the right to say what they can and what they can't do, but, I guess just tread with caution, it's really, really all you can do.
All right.
That's really all I have to say too. Like specifically to this situation, like you just gotta kind of like just watch out for the red flags.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, that's all we got today. We had that boy Rello, we had Mos, we had Lo, and it was your boy Dizzy. And look, happy BHM, empower Black people.
I only
And
got 4 more days.
we only got 4 more days. Only got 4 more days. It's okay. I'm gonna need them extra 3, but it's all good. And
Zach,
Oh,
don't
y'all got 4 more
to
days.
begin with.
I get 365 a year.
Mm.
and we are signing out.